The care of school children with diabetes, general information. The birth of Bill 911. North Carolina children wrote letters to Senator Patrick Ballantyne. Some of the comments were, I felt very weak and couldn't concentrate. I told my teacher I needed to check my blood sugar. She panicked and had a fuss, and it embarrassed me. That's what I go through every day. I was taking a test and I told my teacher that I was shaking. I asked her if I could check my blood sugar. She said no. So I got very sick and had to go home. I have had a teacher that hated me because of my diabetes. Senate Bill 911 was introduced and passed unanimously in the House and Senate in August of 2002. On September the 5th, 2002, the bill was signed into law by Governor Easley. What does it mean? Senate Bill 911 states that each school shall set up an individual diabetes care plan for students with diabetes. 2, students can keep their diabetic supplies with them. 3, they can make available necessary staff development regarding diabetes to teachers and school personnel. There are 2 levels of staff development. 1, general training for all school personnel. 2, intensive training for staff working more closely with specific students. Today is the General Training Diabetes Overview. The definition of diabetes is a group of metabolic diseases characterized by hyperglycemia, high blood sugar, resulting from defects in insulin secretion, insulin action, or both. Understanding diabetes. Insulin is a hormone produced in the pancreas. Insulin is necessary to move sugar, glucose, from the bloodstream to the cells of the body. Glucose is necessary to keep cells in the body healthy. There are 2 types of diabetes. Type 1 used to be called insulin-dependent diabetes. Insulin is required to use blood sugar for fuel. A person cannot live without insulin. Type 2 diabetes used to be known as non-insulin dependent diabetes. It's insulin resistant, fast-growing epidemic in the young population of type 2. It is related to family history, weight gain, and sedentary lifestyle. The treatments: insulin injections, oral medications for diabetes, or diet management. Diabetes emergencies. High blood sugar, hyperglycemia. It can occur when the body gets too little insulin. It occurs when the body gets too much food or too little exercise. It can occur when a child has an illness such as a cold, or when a child is under extreme stress. Signs and symptoms of hyperglycemia: frequent urination, extreme hunger, unusual thirst, extreme fatigue, irritability, and blurred vision. What should I do? Well, if a student demonstrates these symptoms, because hyperglycemia causes dehydration, it is important that the student be allowed to drink calorie-free, caffeine-free liquids. Send the student to the Student Health Center for attention. If you have questions at any time you're dealing with a student with diabetes, please contact the Health Center. And now let's talk of hypoglycemia. It indicates low blood sugar, sometimes called an insulin reaction, usually defined as a blood sugar below 70 to 80. It can be caused by too much insulin, increased activity, and eating too few carbohydrates. It happens when the body does not have enough sugar in the blood. It can come on quickly. It must be treated immediately. Early treatment prevents a more serious reaction with possible hospitalization. Signs and symptoms of hypoglycemia: hunger, shakiness, dizziness, sweatiness, fast heartbeat, drowsiness, feeling irritable, sad, or angry, nervousness, and pallor or body color. More signs of low blood sugar: feeling sleepy, personality change, sweating, passing out, lack of coordination, tingling or numbness of the tongue, seizure. What to do? Take the student to the Student Health Center immediately. Well, what if I'm off campus? If you're off campus, give the student the following: 4 ounces of apple or orange juice, or 4 to 6 ounces of regular soda, or 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar or syrup, or 4 to 8 Lifesavers candy, or 2 to 4 glucose tablets if available. Give any of these things only if the child is conscious. Bring the student to the health center immediately upon return to school. He's unconscious. First, don't panic. Notify the nurse immediately. Follow the nurse's instructions. He or she will probably tell you to call 911 while they're on their way to help the student. Any questions? Feel free to contact the Student Health Center at any time.